Welcome to the Clash of Beards and Bellies. I am Nimble W Numbers, Scott Simpson. I am joined by my co-host, as always, on Chalk Blocked over at NimbleWNumbers.com, Bo_Mick Big Time himself, Bo McBrayer. He trounced me last week. Congratulations, sir.
You shouldn't be surprised. I'm heating up. I'm on fire. I'm on fire right now.
Fuego.
Like Beavis and Butthead new release just came out on Paramount Plus. Fire. Yeah. So I've been doing the Beavis fire all week long, and this is I'm going back to back. I'm guaranteeing victory this week. My lineup is too good to not win. I like your lineup. I love mine.
I kind of love yours too. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to, this is just from me to you. I did not want to dupe really any of your players. That was my hope, right? But I still did, unfortunately, which is not, because it not that we couldn't have the same players, but hopeful that we had our own enough.
Look at three dupes. That's not bad.
Yeah. So not terrible. But I did just tweet out the show. If you're not aware of us, we are on the YouTubes.
Two dupes.
Yeah.
Two dupes.
Okay. Christian Kirk, I could not get away from him either. I'm not trying to dupe you there. I didn't look at your lineup, by the way. I didn't know who you had played when I put my.
Don't dupe me, bruh.
No, that's one of my favorite.
But I understand what you're going through too, because I was a lot more strong on Twitter with my core picks this week. Like you kind of had a better sense for who I was going to play. So I get it.
You told me the day before you said I'm going to play these guys in every lineup. I was like, well, shit, I'm not going to play him in the Clash then because I know he's playing him. So I knew those guys were going to be. So it is what it is. It's fine. I wish I had Alvin Kamara in there now that I think about it. Yeah. But, I went Amon-Ra. That was kind of where a little bit more money was spent. But I like Tyreek. I like Christian Kirk too. Let's talk about quarterbacks, though. A little bit more spent for me, 1,100 more on Fields. He is facing one of the worst defenses, and he does eat against defenses that are sucky. So,
yeah, he's on fire. Like I love Justin Fields. Fields.
Yeah,
but I couldn't afford him this week for this lineup.
Right, too expensive. But you also have a little bit of running back superiority over me. I think you'll have both these guys will outscore my running backs. You could get Saquon at 30 and Etienne at 30, so not good for me. But I mean, Pollard, I think he's got a chance to outperform his $6,500 price tag for sure. He could 3 max, 1 max even. And then Wilson, I'm hoping for 20 at the most. So
you're hoping that last week was a sign of what's to come this week instead of what the Dolphins have been doing, which is kind of alternating who the lead back is every week. Wishful thinking.
Well, I think Wilson's a goal line guy, and I think that's what
he
shot. So I think he does.
Is he? Yeah.
We'll see.
I think it's wishful thinking. I think it's a tournament play, not a cash play.
Well, I needed some tournament upside. Who would you play at that running back spot?
Oh, not that price. At that price, it's definitely Wilson.
Right. There's nobody else in that price range.
Like you pretty much pushed your chips in on another Tyreek Hill game, so which does concern me because of his upside every week,
right?
And the way he's been catching volume this year, it's scary because who knows how many points he can score in this game. What I did was went balanced attack. Had my 3 core plays that I'm pretty much in every lineup and just went from there.
I like your core plays though. And Mike Cash Collins over there at the Fantasy Millionaires, he did that with Fields just in everything. Which is totally fine. I will say this.
Can't blame him.
No, the PFF ranks Cleveland's defense 26th. It's not good. Let's talk about their corners. Denzel Ward, he ranks 111th out of 114th, right? Now, that's terrible. Now, Greg Newsome is better. He is better. He is 45th out of 114. So he's at least in the top 40%, which is good, right? But none of them are as good as Tyreek Hill. None of them. And then you got Jalen Waddle, who's really good too. So apart from Myles Garrett, who could terrorize Tua, he really could. But he's coming at him. But that's the cool thing about him. He's left-handed, so a lot of times Garrett does rush from that left side. But
he rushes from all over. He is darkness.
He is the darkness. Yeah, Clowney's there too. We'll see.
Yeah, and it's Tyreek Hill's. He's your crown jewel of this lineup. You went stars and scrubs to a degree, and I went Saquon, Etienne, and Olave, and filled in the rest. So I don't know how all these guys put together in the same lineup. This is why I'm so excited. Is I got so many guys in my lineup that I love this week. And I'm a little heavy on the Jags, to be honest. 4 Jaguars, including their defense. 3, I'm expecting Lawrence in a negative game script to find Kirk for a lot of volume. ETN is in a humongous smash spot against the Chiefs. And the Jags defense, I just need them to get a couple sacks, do something. Don't give up 50. Just don't give up 50.
I just don't like that I have 2 receivers that you have. Like that is what bothers me.
You don't have the edge there. And then, of course, with my running backs being so much above yours, I think you should be scared. I think this could be a 200-point lineup that I have here. And if that's the case, I don't see 200 points in yours. You need to hope that my guys are all kind of mid and score 150, 160. Because if I'm right and these core plays of mine go off, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, well, I just need Fields to score me 50 points. So
yeah, we just saw it. We just saw it. He can do it.
We know it's possible. I will say Tony Pollard is my favorite kind of upside play at running back at that price range. Yeah. He has 30 points protection.
My guy. Yeah, I'm wearing his jersey tomorrow because every time I wear it, he goes off.
I'm doing it just to curse, you kind of like double. Hi, yay.
Well, last time you played Pollard was last 2 weeks ago, and
I beat you.
Yeah, you beat me with him.
Yeah, so it was just poetic justice.
It hurt my feelings because it was one of the only lineups I didn't have Pollard in.
Yeah, you couldn't. So,
but tell me about the 2 guys we did match, Christian Kirk and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those guys are just volume hogs out of the slot. We're talking centralized passing game with the Jags, a little bit less centralized. They do have some decent receivers on the outside. They have Ingram. With the Lions, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that's it.
And you saw last week what Tyreek Hill did to them. He had like 143 yards, I believe. And I mean, I don't think he picked up a touchdown, but Amon-Ra St. Brown has picked up touchdowns. We've seen him run away from people. The Washington football team, the Commanders now, where they're going to be. I hope they're the all right. So Matthew McConaughey gets to buy.
They should go back to Red Tails. Red Tails was the perfect name. Pay homage to the Tuskegee Airmen with the Red Tails. That was the right answer all along. And of course, it's Daniel Snyder. He's going to pick the wrong thing every time. Whatever the right move is, he's going to do the complete opposite and then make it all even worse.
Yeah, he's going to ruin it. That's what he does. He's a ruiner.
He's a horrible human being.
No. Well, I'm glad he's not going to be the owner, hopefully, for very much longer. But
good.
Yeah. So let's talk about the leverage points for your lineup. Chris Olave, there is a scenario where Alvin Kamara, takes over and scores 5 touchdowns like he did years ago. Or Chris Olave could get you 2 touchdowns in this matchup. So I know one's coming for you at least. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's really exciting because, again, centralized passing. Olave has been dominating, getting open. I caught a sneak peek of the reception perception rookie profile on Olave so far. It's 100% green. He has no reds or yellows on his route tree chart. Green all the way around.
I saw all green. Say he was like a top 10 wide receiver for next year already. Yeah, I loved it.
All green, going up against the worst secondary in the NFL. I think you should be deathly afraid that I got Kirk, Olave, and St. Brown in the same lineup with Saquon and Etienne. Yeah, you should be just petrified.
I need Justin Fields and Tyreek Hill to come through big time. And Pat
Yeah.
Freiermuth, I'm hoping, here's the thing, I'm hoping that if you got a couple Chris Olaves, which could happen, that I've got some Pat Freiermuth run back. The game
that's a nice little, that's a sneaky little value play too, because if Freiermuth catches a touchdown, then you're going to be really sitting pretty.
Yeah, and Harrison Bryant, that's just a hope and a prayer at 2,700, but it could be answered. You never know.
Hey, there's a couple guys, including myself, that have written about Harrison Bryant this week, and it was a good thing.
Yeah. Well, any other cash plays that if you did not build your lineup around these two, if you went expensive build, would you advocate it at different price ranges? Like, who's your favorite pay up wide receiver besides Tyreek Hill that I like, of course? But who do you like?
Cooper Kupp and Justin Jefferson. I like Jefferson in kind of like that reverse of the Buffalo Bills role, where a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Josh Allen's playing, so let's play Diggs and let's do all that and take advantage of the Minnesota secondary. It's like, well, Justin Jefferson's sitting right there. And Buffalo on the back end hasn't been spectacular this year.
A lot of injuries this week as well.
Lots of injuries. And Justin Jefferson's just special. He's different. And he's always going to have that huge upside every week, just like Tyreek Hill, just like Cooper Kupp. And if he's not getting a lot of attention in tournaments, he's that dual threat play where you can play him in cash or GPP. And at the top of the board, that's kind of how they all are. You should be able to play all these expensive guys in any contest you want, as long as you're saying, hey, this is the centerpiece of my lineup build.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing with Saquon Barkley. The Saquon is my centerpiece this week. I'm building all my lineups around him. And that's going to make or break me. If Saquon goes off against the Texans, then I'll win. And if he doesn't, then I'll definitely lose.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say I could have gone Kareem Hunt at 5,400, which in hindsight, I may need to have done that as an upside play.
That's a slick price too.
For I might have to sneak him in there and not tell you tomorrow. So, but with that being, go follow Bo_Mint Big Time on Twitter, Bo McBrayer, and memorize his link tree so you don't have to say it anymore. Just it'll be in your mind. So follow me, Nimble W Numbers on Twitter, and then please let us know next, tomorrow during the games what's happening. Me and Bo probably are going to be watching the games as soon as they start. So 9 here a.m. for me, 6:30 and 9:30 a.m. for Bo. It's gonna be an all day football fest tomorrow.
14 hours.
Yeah, I cannot wait. My wife is
14 hours of virtually commercial-free football.
British commercials. I just love the Brits, but they're not in this one. It's the Dutch. I mean, not the Dutch, the Germans. There you go.
Deutschland.
The Deutschland.
Is
it in Munich or Berlin? Where's it going to be at?
Munich.
Ooh, München. I love it. I've been there. I traveled the München Trail. It's a beautiful place.
I've been to München too.
We should go there again.
I have a Paulaner Stein right here behind me.
Ooh, I have one too upstairs. Eyebrows, Hofbrows.
Hofbrows.
Yeah. All right. Good to see you as well, sir. It's one of my favorite things to do is to talk DFS with you. Even though I'm not writing DFS, we're still talking DFS. That's better than writing, I believe. Bo. Yeah, I think it is.
You're going down, fool. What's your line? You know my line is Bo by 100.
Yeah, I'm going to say my line is Bo by 10. Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair.
Underdog mentality. You love to see it.
That's fair, dude. I think it's fair.
Feel free to plug this lineup in a tournament for yourself, Scott, because I just have an amazing feeling about this specific lineup.
Here's the problem I have with this is that it's not even that I don't like this. I love it because I've got two of the guys in it, right, on your side. And that's the problem. I wish I just had different guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's not – I love these guys, though. And we both love Amon-Ra and Kirk. So, excellent. So, well, enjoy your soup. And, I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Peace, everybody.
Yeah.